Alright, now I've got these peppers and I need to get them in the aquaponics system. But you can't plant them, you can't throw them in it with the dirt. So you have to clean off all the roots. Now these are very thick, wet. Now look at how much root system we have here. After we clean out all the dirt, you don't want to hurt the root system. You need the roots intact, but you don't want this dirt in the system because it'll cause problems. So you wash off the roots to get them clean. Now we're going to take and plant this in the system. Okay, that's our next step. All right, now I'll admit the stone makes it a little more difficult. It would be much easier if we had something along the lines of the clay pellets that everyone talks about. But all we're going to do is move the stone out of the way, get this in the ground, or in this, and once it's in, we're going to do some pruning. Alright? Alright, I'm going to show you something. The other day, or late last week, I planted these two peppers. I planted this one and this one. And I did what I always do. I did a hard prune. If you see, let me show you. I'll prune this one here, and then I'll show you okay, here's the goal. We need to take this. This is too big, it's leggy, it's not going to give us what we want. But here's what we want to say. We've got multiple branches coming up, so we're going to cut this right here. Right there. Goal is to leave at least one leaf. The root system is strong. The leaves are going to give us just enough energy to get new growth. So this is what we've got. I'm going to do the same thing right here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There. Okay. Now, it looks like they're in rough shape, but watch what happens. Okay, now let me show you this one. This one we did. Oh, let me back up. Okay, this is the one this is the one I did last week. And you see, I cut it I cut it down, and look at how much growth we've had in just a few days. This is less than a week. I'm pretty sure I did this Thursday, today's Monday. So in less than a week, we've got this much growth already. Now, the biggest problem I'm having, if you look here, we're going to get this one. That's one I just did last week too. We got new growth there, there, and there. It's going to give us, boom, it's going to pop out and give us good growth all the way around. So we did the same thing. Prune this one back. I just did this one. So we're hoping, and that's the goal, we're hoping that we're going to see new growth. By next week, we should see new growth in all these spots here. And this is how we're going to get the system to work more efficiently. The problem I've had is that without the new vegetation, the nutrients have to be soaked up by something, and we've created an algae bloom. So the more vegetation we have growing in here, the better. We've moved a lot of onions into this grow bed, and right now I've got a temporary regular bell siphon. We're going to switch. I'm working on the external bell siphon here. Okay, but got a little time. All right, let me give you guys an example of something really interesting. This is one of the peppers I planted in one of these wicking buckets. Now, I did this a while ago. To be honest, I'm not sure when, but it's been a couple weeks at least. And I did what I always do. I hard pruned it, and you can see we've got new growth. We've got a lot of new growth coming out. And it looks good. All right? But let's do a comparison. This is at least a couple weeks old. Now let's show you the one I did last week. This is the growth I got in less than a week in the aquaponics. You got to realize that the aquaponics system gives you amazing growth. It really does amazing growth. And you take a look, this is how much growth we've got in less than a week. So it tells you a lot. Okay, another thing we've got going is I've put in new seedlings, started new seeds. If you take a look, we've got some pak choi starting to come up. Here, 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 and here. It's hard to say. Yep, there it is. And if you remember, we did the pineapple. Let's take a look at the pineapple. Look at how good the pineapple is. Right? I should probably put this in the ground, but I'm going to give it a little more time. And then I'm half tempted to just leave it in the system and let it grow aquaponically, see how it does. But it's a quick update, guys. I hope it helps. I'm confident that in another couple weeks we'll have this system back to the way it should be. And appreciate everything. Alright guys, God bless.